The scary butcher who either cuts his victims into pieces or turn them into living pigs. Yes, you already guessed right, I'm talking about Mr. Meat, who is one of the main villain from Keplerian saga. Let's see what things changed him from normal father to scary butcher. The story begins when a girl named Amelia suddenly disappears. Amelia's father hires a private detective named Anthony to search for her. Anthony goes to Mr. Meat's house to inquire as Amelia used to work there. During investigation, Anthony found many suspicious and creepy things like human legs, bathtub full of hydrochloric acid, blood marks and diary pages written by a girl named Rebecca. After finding all 4 notes, Anthony found out that Mr. Meat's wife was cheating on him, and one day he found out about it. So he removed her with her younger daughter from house and kept Rebecca with him. Maybe because she is his real daughter. But one day Rebecca accidentally drank the red potion which is developed by Mr. Meat to convert humans to pig. But luckily she drinks very little amount of potion. That's why she becomes half human and half pig. Those notes lead Anthony to the location of Mr. Meat's lab, which is under the barn. After opening the door to the barn, he is attacked by a giant pig, not normal in appearance. But Anthony manages to escape from the pig and opens the gate to the lab. When Anthony went downstairs, he found Amelia Clark confined in the room, finding it impossible for Anthony to save both Amelia and Rebecca at the same time. That's why he thinks of taking the help of the police in this, and calls the police from the phone lying in the upstairs room. But he has to collect some evidence to get Mr. Meat arrested, so he takes the camera he found in Red Room and goes to Mr. Meat's lab and takes pictures of the experiments going on there. After showing evidence, police officer goes to investigate himself. After seeing humanoid pigs in lab, he also gets shocked and calls a backup to arrest Mr. Meat. After arresting Mr. Meat, whole lab is get sealed by authorities and they sent Mr. Meat in prison. To save Rebecca we need the help of scientist who used to work for Mr. Meat, but he left the Mr. Meat's job after realizing Mr. Meat's evilness. After collecting different weird things like pig's poop, red potion, scientists prepare the vaccine solution which turns Rebecca to human. It's been 10 years since Mr. Meat was arrested. Today Mr. Meat has been sentenced to death for his crimes. So Mr. Meat's entire family and the rest of the victims have been called to the prison today, including Anthony, Rebecca, and Amelia. They were welcomed in the prison by giving them a drink called Bloody Mary. After welcoming them all with special drinks, Terry directs them to enter the room where Mr. Meat will be executed. But strangely Terry gives the signal to Mr. Meat before he pulls the lever of electricity. When Terry pulls the lever down, Mr. Meat frees himself just like this is according to their plan. When Rebecca started hearing pig noises, she looks around and she got shocked. All of her family members and friends turned into pigs. To get help she looks all over police station, but she saw all the officers are already turned into pigs, and she realizes that the drink may have that formula which her father used years ago to turn peoples into pigs. The reason why only Rebecca wasn't turned into pig like others is that her body already had immunity against that potion. During prison exploration she founds the policeman who arrested Mr. Meat years ago. Andrew is his name. He said that if Rebecca manages to ask help on radio, they all including her family can get out of this prison through helicopter. After solving various puzzles and collecting items, Rebecca manages to fix the communication panel. But first she must find a cure for her family and friends. So she seeks help from Mr. White, who saved her a year ago by changing her from pig to human. She somehow manages to convince Mr. White to come to a locked room in the basement where they can work out on a solution. With the help of Mr. White, Rebecca manages to collect ingredients for the vaccine solution, but she had to do this very carefully because her father and his friend Terry are searching for her all over the prison. And finally Rebecca and Mr. White creates the vaccine solution which turns pigs into humans. After that Rebecca injects that solution in all of her friend's body. After this, Rebecca asks for help from the communication panel to get out of the prison and also tells about all the events that have happened in the prison so far. The government officials promise to send them help and ask them all to assemble on the roof of the jail. Due to the antidote, everyone becomes human again, and Rebecca's mother calls Rebecca a hero who single-handedly faced many difficulties and gave everyone a new life. After some time the helicopter arrives which takes them away from that jail. Mr. Meat and Terry are watching all this with their own eyes. All their victims are gone in front of their eyes, but they could not do anything. Terry praises Rebecca and says that Rebecca is really a smart girl. She not only saved her friends, but also turned them into human again. and asks Mr. Meat what will they do now as the special forces will not take much time to reach here, to which Mr. Meat says pack all our stuff so that we can do our experiments somewhere else. Thank you everyone for your support. I hope you people enjoyed this storyline video. Please subscribe for more.